Honestly, I'm blown away by the results. My name is Sophia and I am going to share with you my skin journey so far. It is just never ending, but I am in a much better place than I've ever been. And I think it's really important for people to share these stories so that we just don't all live by unrealistic beauty standards that are set on the internet. I guess I started getting acne when I was about 14. I always put it down to being teenage acne, and so did everyone around me. They're like, oh, you'll grow out of it. The reality was that I didn't actually ever grow out of getting acne and sort of really bad flare-ups. I got to about 26 and I was like, I'd trying all the different ointments and potions and lotions and everything that the doctor would prescribe to me with no real understanding and complete trust in what they were doing for me. At 26, I went on to Roaccutane, which did clear my skin. There's very strong side effects with that sort of medicine. Cut to 32 and my skin started to flare bad, like really, really bad. But it wasn't just like acne. And I find that I got acne around my cheeks and like down here around my jawline predominantly. I noticed that I started to get like a bit of a rash as well, like my cheeks were really flared. I had like quite bumpy skin underneath, like my skin didn't feel like my skin texture anymore. It was really affecting my sort of self-confidence and how I was presenting myself. I sort of shrunk a little bit, which is really sad to say. It's only skin, but at the end of the day, that's how I felt. So I kept going back to the doctor and asking, what can I do? What can I do? And the only solution that they were offering me was to go back onto Roaccutane, which was something I didn't, like an avenue I just didn't want to go back down. I spoke to a friend who is a facialist and she said, I don't think that this is just acne, Sophia. You need to like maybe look at it as like a rosacea. Have you thought about that? I managed to get through my healthcare and to see a really amazing dermatologist who said, okay, maybe Roaccutane isn't right for you. Why don't we try spiralactinol? I think I've pronounced it right. And he also put me on a course of Finacea, which is a cream. And the difference from January, I think I've been on it now since January, it's June. The effects and the changes have been incredible. So when I spoke to my friend, she said, why don't you try this amazing cleanser from VOTARY, which is really good for sensitive skin types. It'll really, really calm your skin. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a go. Not really expecting anything. I did invest in it. I started with the cleanser, I've got it here, the Super Sensitive Cleansing Cream. As you can see, I've actually been using it. So honestly, like it's so calming. Obviously the medicine's working from the inside and doing all of those things, but the cream, I think it's fixing my skin barrier and helping that along. Where all of this was incredibly broken, and I think that might be a bite actually, let's say it's a bite instead of a spot. Where all of this was incredibly broken previously, now it's just a lot smoother. Honestly, like I saw some of my friends and they were like, Sophia, you look a bit glowy. And I was like, this is something I have never, ever, ever heard in my whole life since using these products as well as this medicine. I've stuck with it for now maybe like 3 months and it really, really does like genuinely feel a lot smoother, a lot calmer. So I was like, okay, well, that's how I'm feeling with the cleanser. I got the serum, which is here. Again, you can see I've been using it. So I put this on first, then I also got the moisturiser, which came in the set. It was never on my agenda to invest in like a skincare regime. And hand on heart say this, 1,000,000% see the benefit. I would recommend it to, and I'm recommending it, hence why I'm making this video, having done so many other different things throughout my life. Like somebody that's suffered with acne for most of their adult life and rosacea, which I've only in the last year learned is something that I have, I would recommend. And hopefully that helps. Here's some close-ups of my skin. So it's not perfect and I don't expect to see it perfect, but you can see it's definitely a lot less inflamed than it could be. And it's real and it's my face and it's got no makeup on it. So yeah, hope this helps.